Hello, one and all, and welcome to episode 6 of the Dauntless show. And for once, we actually know what this show contains. We're going to be starting off with a little bit of Crash Royale. Yes, I know, the same old, same old. We're going to go on to a little bit of a review for a TV show that's currently doing the rounds at the time of recording, and following it up with a little bit of, well, current events at time of recording. If you're watching this in the future, maybe it's not relevant. If you're watching it in the past, this is the future, and the future's now. So, whatever you want to do, like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever. Feel free to interact below. And, yeah, let's roll those little bits of credits. Alright. Hello again, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Dauntless show. We got the usual crap, we don't really have a script, we just sort of wing it and do the usual stuff. I imagine if you are watching this, you may know the score by now, but maybe not. But anyway, yeah, we'll just roll the intro for some Clash Royale, or should I say Crash Royale. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and explain myself, but yeah, let's roll that fancy 2D animation thingamabob.
Dauntless, and the Agronauts play. Clash Royale. Jumping on the bandwagon.
So, another Clash Royale video. This is the 2x2 double elixir draft challenge. Now, this is an old video. This thing is part of the tournament. And yeah, this is long gone. But it sort of brings into that thing I wanted to sort of bring up with Clash Royale. You've got this game mode that's been dangling in front of you. Now, personally, this is probably my favorite one. It's the 2v2 and the double elixir. So the elixir recharges twice as quick as normally. And yet, after, this sort of special is over, it goes back to the way it was. So you just got the single 1v1, and the game doesn't feel the same. It's really, it just gets boring. You've had that golden egg dangled in front of you, you've tasted it and you've enjoyed it, you get used to it, and it gets taken away. So then you're stuck there with the ordinary game mode of Clash Royale. So it gets a bit annoying. But still, it kind of just grows old really quick. But anyway, here we go with the battle, 2v2. I'm actually going to leave the names of the other people in. I'm obviously on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I didn't show much details regarding my, cards. But I'm playing the Witch Dart and Clone spells, because I kind of like using that, especially this 2v2, so you can just get them in, pump them in really quick. Yeah. Oh no, actually this is the draft challenge, that's it. But that's how I've got Graveyard, and yeah, it's going well. But then they're going to do the old balloon. I haven't got much to take it out. Yeah, so it's looking a bit bad. I like good lightning by then. But that balloon just done so much damage, then the fireball, the splash damage from the explosives. Oh, yep, and as I said, this is where it all goes wrong. All goes Pete Tong here. So they take one tower. They got a going coming in. They got a princess in the background doing some splash damage. You got another balloon coming in. Now, obviously with the double elixir, it always pays off to have the golem because it's such a tanky card. It takes so much hits. If they got anything else to support it, usually that can get through. While the golem just sort of absorbs all the damage from around it. But going for one more push in that right-hand lane. Try and get this tower. You got the graveyard, the barrel, fireballs, the giants being taken away by the barbarian hut. You got a witch trying to do some damage to the royal giant. You got another push coming in hard on the left lane with a balloon, fireball, and the hog rider. The opponent's tower is getting really low. It's on 550 at the minute. And yet, 20 seconds to go right now. They're defending pretty well. It's one of those things you think, right, do I try and defend? But then they're starting to get some really good hits on our own tower. You know, the king tower, but it's not looking good at all. Nope, definitely not our day. So, yeah, that's it. Crazy. But anyway, here's the, well, when you get to 8, you get a few cards, nothing too special, and that's it. So yeah, I suppose what I was trying to allude to in regards to Clash Royale is that maybe I'm suffering game fatigue. It's like that point where it's so grindy, you know, you win about 3 games, then you lose 3 games, and you just sort of hover in the same area. Obviously you get tempted to spend money, but I'm a cheapskate. I don't want to spend no money on some game. I just want to play for free. That's the way it's been, and that's the way it'll always be. But yeah, you know, you got these game modes, they get taken away, and then you're stuck with a basic part, and it just, you know, you realize how boring it is then once you had the fun of dabbling with double elixir, even the triple elixir, which, damn, I didn't even record because I was having so much fun. Now you've got the crown challenge, you know, you win 20 crowns, you go into the next big tournament or wherever. Yeah.
Hello there, Dauntless. I'd just like to interject there for a second concerning this sudden outburst against Clash Royale. It's been partially a bit of bread and butter for some of our episodes, and now you're knocking it on the head. I don't get it. Are you just butthurt and rage quitting because you can't win games on tournaments and stuff? You know, like the Crown Challenge, which is currently happening. No, if this is an old video and you're watching it in the future, it's long gone. Maybe it reappears again later on. But, yeah. You know, hitting on the bread and butter, no, it's not good. It's not good at all. Maybe it's time to put on the big boy pants and play some PC games, or, you know, just uninstall like you normally do with other mobile games. Yeah. What do you think about that, Dauntless?
Oh, well. Calm down, man. Basically what I'm just saying is, I've said it a million times already, it feels like. But, you know, they add game modes, they take them away, the game feels limited then. So, you know, just leave them in. Makes the game more fun. Well, I find it more fun anyway. But then again, that's just my thoughts. Nothing against the game. Maybe I'm just, like I said, having one of those spells where it's grindy and I'm just, yeah. Not enjoying the game. Tough times, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on.
Wait. Stop. Before the next segment starts, I have an idea. Let's see how many wins Dauntless had for the Crown Championship Challenge, and whether he was higher or lower in the following 3 games. Okay. So we seen that Dauntless already had 1 shot at the championship, leaving 2 free attempts. You need 20 wins to progress to next round. Let's see his first results. Ha 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 ha. A mighty 4 out of 20. Good job, loser. So that was pathetic. Anyway, is the second attempt going to be higher or lower than 4? Let's find out.
How did he get these?
Oh my god. What a loser. Four again.
Give me a break.
What are the chances? Are you really trying Dauntless? Fool.
How did he get these?
No wonder Dauntless is,
yeah.
stuck here.
Don't worry about it. Just nothing to see here.
Okay. Last of the 3 attempts.
Oh man.
Higher or lower than 4?
Dauntless, we're rooting for you.
Higher. Just about.
Oh man.
Bloody hell, Dauntless.
Right.
5 wins?
Yeah, that's just so
Is that all?
I love
What are you
those.
doing, you knob? You like getting wrecked or something?
Yeah. All good. Yeah.
Anyway, Dauntless, I got another question for you. When was the last time you actually played Crash Royale? Because, I don't know if you've checked it recently. There's a little bit of a surprise there, and pretty much makes what you just said for the past 10 minutes irrelevant.
When was the last time I played? It was probably when I tried to record footage for that tournament. But other than that, I haven't really played for a while. I haven't logged in. I haven't added any donations to the clan. Why? Why should I check it? You know, if I want to waste time, I'll I don't know, watch the news. All right. I'll bite the bullet. What am I looking for?
Look at that.
Okay. Oh, 2v2's back. And
It's right in front of
what am I looking? Hold on. There's no timer. No summer of 2v2 battles like the other day. Does this mean 2v2's permanent? Look, picture of Golden there in the corner. Good old moon face. He's probably thinking himself,
Now, let me use my powers of deduction.
yeah, I can't see nothing in the news part. Top 10 tanks, top 10, top 20 tanks. Nothing about 2v2 being permanent. Still, kind of possibly exciting. Maybe it is true. Maybe we've got 2v2 permanently, which will make the game a bit more exciting for me, but I think the shock is slowly starting to get to me.
Oh man. Alright, so I think while Dauntless collects his forts, maybe we just move on to the next part of the show and just, take it away.
Wait a minute there, Wilf, Pierre. You've seen it, I've seen it, I think the viewer's seen it. In that little news segment there was talk of the Mega Knight, which, well, the challenge has started, so let's have a bash. The Mega Knight's a new legendary card. And yeah, as it names entails, Mega Knight, well, it's mega, it's a knight. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be a right old bruiser. So, let's have a look at the challenge and here, let's see what we got. Alright, let's take a look at this Mega Knight challenge. Right, Winchester started, good. Okay. So here it is, Mega Knight challenge, 1 free entry. Unlock the new card, you got 3 losses, you're out, usual thing. King level, tournament rules basically, king level's level 9, commons. Yeah. So it does quite a bit. You've got the Mega Knight locked into your deck, so let's try and build some sort of deck which might get us a win. Let's have a look. I'm thinking, yeah, we needed some good defense because I think it's a bit of a tank from the sounds of things. Flyers, yeah, I don't think it does damage to any flying, maybe when it jumps in. Golem, maybe to, because obviously the opponent's going to have one. Zap, Valkyrie, yeah, Valkyrie. And we need to take our Musketeer, yeah. And what else? Minor? No. Yeah? No. E-Wizard, yes. Electric Wizard. Although I like the Minor. Maybe I can get rid of the Golem because I like the chip damage. It may be critical in a game like this. Yeah, I'll go for Minor. And that looks alright. Yeah. So there's different stages: 1,500 coins, 100 gems, giant chest, 1,500 coins, and then obviously the card at 12 wins. So, yeah. Let's jump straight into this. Woohoo! Wait until the old girl moves. There we go. So, battle. A live recording. Alright. Spread this. Send the miner in with the free bats out, see if that catches them out. Just testing. Ooh, oh well. Where are they? Are they logged? Oh, right. I thought they sort of like logged out. But there he is. They've used it straight away. But I got something for you. Oh, they got a bloody bowler. I hate the bowler card. I think it's the card I hate the most. Especially when I use my normal deck, the deck I like. It's not a deck everyone uses, just cards I like what I use. And because they're pretty much all cards which do melee damage, the bowler does my head in. No. Oh, we're looking good at the minute. Oh, they got a graveyard. Musketeer in here. Graveyard thing. Yes, that's more like it. Okay, Valkyrie in front, just a push. Get ready with the zap, just in case. Oh, there it is again. Does a lot of damage. And Inferno Tower. Oh, minions. Who's zap? Who's zap? Who got time to zap? Yes, who's zap? Does a lot of damage. Okay. Oh, these was these. Push. Oh, here. Oh. The deployment time is really slow lately. I don't know if it's just my game lagging. Come on. Musketeers. Bats. Yeah. Let's see this side. Just throw the bowler. Oh, they got a fireball. Great. Okay, that took out their attack. And, ooh, here we go. Ooh. Time to defend. And time to send in the big boy. Mega Knight. Okay, here we go. Zappies. Oh, come on, man, jump on him. Jumping the wrong way. Here we go. Oh, they're knackered. Definitely. Go on. Oh, graveyard. Just in time. Look at him jumping in. Look at this lag. I don't know if it's the recording software that's making it laggy, but still. Entertaining. That's one win. Yeah. Well done. Well played. Ghost. And yeah, that's it. So let's just check what we got for the first win. Yeah. Entertaining. You have to keep an eye out for this card. It's probably gonna get nerfed straight away. So there we are, viewers. The Mega Knight. Soon to be, I don't know, probably nerfed because it's too damn powerful. I'm not gonna show you if I completed the challenge because I probably didn't. If I do another video, maybe I'll include it in that, but probably not. But anyway, moving on. Got a nice little review coming up for you here about a TV series, which is a combination of a couple of other TV series. And yeah, so, well, might as well get to it and roll the segment. And hopefully, yeah, you might agree, you may not agree. But that's the whole point of a good old little review. We all have our own opinion. And I suppose this is kind of like my opinion, and yeah, let's go!
Dauntless reveals the Defenders.
Oh, so after so many years, we've finally been blessed with the screen version of The Offenders, aptly named The Defenders. Basically, we got our four main superheroes from the Marvel's Netflix TV series, which concludes of the Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. Now, eventually, this TV series has just come out on Netflix. It's brought them all together, which gives you a good street level superhero team up. So, well, sorry, kind of what I think anyway. But what I want to say is, without trying to spoil it for anyone, it was all released on August the 18th, 2017. Hopefully, a lot of people have had a chance to see it, maybe not. But there's 8 episodes, all just under an hour long. And, yeah, in a nutshell, I don't really know what to say about it. Personally, yeah, I love the Daredevil TV series. They're great. I actually prefer the second season more than the first season. Although the first season one is epic, I just like the second one more because the Punisher was in it and he was brutal, and you know the Kingpin returned, you know, halfway through the season, and yeah, it just adds that bit more of a spice to the chili. But basically, with the Defenders, you've got the Hand, who are the main the main enemy, let's say, the villains, and you got, you know, the 5 fingers of the Hand, which are basically the, let's say, generals, and then you got Sigourney Weaver playing Alexandra, and she's the leader of the Hand. I don't know what finger she represents, the thumb, the index finger, maybe. No, she's not the little finger, because obviously Madame Gao's probably the little finger. But yeah, it starts off with Iron Fist, you know, him and his accomplice, Colleen. They're out in, well, I think they were in Cambodia or somewhere like Vietnam. Yeah, I think they was in Vietnam. And they hunted down a bad guy through the sewers who just happens to get chopped up by Elektra. Yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler there. Elektra's back. And, yeah. You know, the guy says, go to New York. So it makes you think, why do they ever leave New York and chase the Hand around the world? But then again, it's probably just following on from the end of Iron Fist, when Downey goes back to his spiritual home and finds that everyone's been slaughtered and the place is in ruins. But then again, oh well, it's just, it's just a part of the show anyway. But you see Luke Cage, he comes out of prison. Obviously, he gets involved with Misty Knight, who's the female police detective. And you get a bit of Jessica Jones. Yeah. She's asked to investigate the missing persons. And she kind of, you know, tells them to sort off, and then she decides, well, now there's a bit of interest here, because she gets a random phone call, tells her to stay away from the case, and then she's just like, whoa, obviously, you know, if you're going to poke the bear, it's going to bite. But then we sort of just get on to the second, well, you know, I'll just give an overlap of pretty much all the seasons, well, all the episodes. Slowly, you get the group slowly coming together. You know, eventually though, by about season, let me think now, season 4, I think that, not season 4, episode 4, they all meet up. They're all like in a restaurant after having a little bit of a battle in a tower block. And they kind of sit round, King Arthur style, you know, Knights of the Round Table and all that, chatting about their roles. You got Danny Rand, who's Iron Fist. He starts saying, maybe we should work together. And like, come by, you know, a few more episodes later, he's like, changed his mind completely. You know, like, the Hand, basically, I'm giving you the spoilers coming up. I can't do it without spoiling it. But the Hand wants Danny because he's the key to open, let's say, a spiritual door. And, you know, it was sealed by a previous Iron Fist, and it takes an Iron Fist to open this new door. So the Defenders are like, oh, Danny, you know, you gotta stay on the bench, you know, don't come out to play, because if you get captured, you're gonna, you know, be used to unlock the door. And Danny doesn't like that, being the spoiled rich kid kung fu artist ninja person he is, he decides to fight it. But, you know, the group overpower him, knock him out. Stick comes back, who's also from the Daredevil series. He's... I don't know, he's like a... 1 minute he's good, and then the next minute he's bad. You know, he's a badass guy, but... he just doesn't want Danny Rand to fall into hand. But then again, Elektra appears from nowhere. They have a fight, something happens. Danny Rand is captured. Eventually, he's in this tunnel where this mystical door is. He ends up fighting Elektra, and she manipulates him into punching this door to open up this supposed sealed barrier, this magical barrier, which is 30 stories underground. And there's nothing there. Oh man, it's not, you know, I was expecting it to be like some sort of doorway to Kung Lao, where, you know, it's like in another dimension or something like that. Because that's the way it sort of felt earlier. I'm sure there was a little bit of a hint where they said, oh, maybe Kung Lao's not really destroyed, and that's what you thought you saw, but it isn't. But I thought it'd just be some sort of doorway to Kung Lao, like a back door or wherever, like a portal. But it turns out there's a dead dragon in New York, and the substance is mined from dead dragons. And the substance is the whole thing that the hand is after. That's all they want, is this thing called a substance. And basically, the hand, or the 5 fingers of the hand, let me say it this way. If you've ever seen the film Highlander, that's basically what they are. They're supposedly immortal, and by using this substance, they can keep themselves alive and return the dead back to life, which is what they use on Elektra, except they use the last bit of this substance on Elektra to bring her back from the dead. Obviously, she died in season... was it season... Yeah, season 2, I think, of Daredevil. I can't remember now. Or was it season 1? No, I think it was actually season 1. Because they were in the hole. Yeah. And this hole is where that dragon is. This barrier. And, anyway, they get in. Obviously, there's a big fight. La-di-da. The defenders try to save the day. They eventually... they also blow up the building. That's above the hole. And coincidentally, the architect that had designed the building was the guy that was missing that Jessica Jones was employed to look for. Yeah. Luke Cage. How does Luke Cage get into the story? Well, he's asked as soon as he leaves prison by Misty Knight, the police detective, to look out for a young boy who's been involved. Well, whose family's been involved in some crime. Basically, there's 3 kids to the family, 2 are dead, and this one boy goes down a bad path. He works for the hand as a member of a cleanup crew. Basically, he turns up to like where they've had a fight and removes dead bodies and cleans up. So police don't find any evidence and stuff like that. Except Luke Cage bumps into Iron Fist and Colleen, and they have a little bit of a fight. Police end up turning up, and this boy gets arrested. He ends up in prison, and I think he either gets attacked in prison or takes his life. And as depressing as that is, that's kind of the part of Luke Cage. So Luke Cage is feeling a little bit guilty, and he wants to, let's say, avenge and deal with the bad guy that, employed them, and basically he was the hand. You've also got, obviously, the Daredevil. His main thing is, basically, he ends up fighting, let me think now. Oh, trying to remember. Members of the Hand, I believe. Obviously, him and Stick come together. Stick has been captured by the main leader of the Hand, who's played by Sigourney Weaver. Alexandria, here's her name. He escapes. He gets, the Daredevil involved. And, yeah, that's really the gist of it. I've waffled on a little bit here, but overall, I've been looking online to try and find some sort of budget sort of thing to see how much they spent on the Defenders, because I thought, when I was watching it, I just thought to myself, it seems pretty basic. You know, there's not a lot. You know, there's a good bit of choreography. The only special effects you really see is when Danny's or Iron Fist's hand glows. Yeah, there's a little bit of wire fu from, if you remember, the Matrix days. People doing all this kung fu and spinning in the air and stuff like that. But the budget, you wonder where the budget's gone. And basically what I found is basically the deal that Netflix made with Disney, who own Marvel, a few years back. I think it was around about 2015. They're going to spend 200 million, and I think that's for across the board on all series, you know, the individual series and the episodes, well, the season of the Defenders. And as it is, we've got 2 seasons of Daredevil, 1 of Jessica Jones, 1 Luke Cage, 1 Iron Fist, and then obviously this new Defenders. There's also a season of The Punisher coming up, which is a little bit of a prequel, I think, maybe a prequel and the aftermath of Daredevil 2, but don't hold me on that, because obviously he's the Punisher at the time, so it's gotta be after, you know, season 2. But, you know, it just shows a bit of a backstory about what happened to Frank Castle and his family, and back in the days of when he was like in the army or special forces. But all in all, with the Defenders, I don't really know how to rate it. I'm gonna just give it out of 10. Yeah, out of 10, I'd actually give it a 6 out of 10. I think it was just because my expectations are higher. You know, this is the TV version of the Avengers, and then personally, I'd probably take season 1 and season 2 of the Daredevil over the Defenders. I think I'd even take Iron Fist over the Defenders. Yeah, I probably would. I know everyone across the board says the Iron Fist was the weakest of the TV series. I actually liked it. Every episode there's, you know, a good old fight scene there. There's that episode of the guy who done the drunken kung fu, the drunken master stuff. But yeah, the Defenders. Whew. I don't know. The bigger picture though that bugs me now is you got the big MCU, the movie, the Marvel films. You know, with Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, Thor. Heck, you know, and Spider-Man, obviously. You just wonder to yourself, are they ever going to bring in this Marvel TV series? Or any of them? You know, you got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, you've got the Inhumans is coming up. And for some reason I just can't see it. I really can't. It's kind of bugging me. You know, I was kind of expecting it, because they dangled that carrot in front of you, saying it's all linked and you expect it to happen, and yet it hasn't happened yet. I know at time of recording Infinity Wars is not out. We don't know the full story yet about what happens there, other than Thanos coming to get the Infinity Gems and all that yada yada yada. But there's no news on whether the Daredevil's going to just give Spider-Man a hand, or you know, would the Daredevil just happen to knock on Doctor Strange's door in New York? Since you got like 4 street level fighters here, you got Iron Fist, who's part of ancient arts, you know, martial arts, and an ancient town. And you think Doctor Strange would be like, oh, I know him. Or at least heard of Kung Lao or wherever. But it's just kind of bugging me in that sort of sense. But still, all interesting. All interesting, indeed. Right, let me just try and think about what else I've left out. As I said, I'd give the Defenders 6 out of 10. If you're going to do it like the old-fashioned way of like, I don't know, if an A star being the best and then anything else being lower, well, I'd give it probably a C+. Yeah, you know, you look on, you know, the internet, there's a big buzz about it, and it just, at the minute, it just seems to be going nowhere. So, it kind of makes you think, like, what's really going on here? You know, you got these characters, they are part of the cinematic universe, because when you watch, you know, Daredevil 1, they mentioned the New York incident, you know, and it's just going around in circles. Don't like that. You invest time in characters, you want to see the big payoff. The big payoff is everyone teams up like the Infinity Wars, and that's everyone now. Every character, every TV series, even if it's someone there for 10 seconds. Just get them all on the same pitch to play ball, you know? Just makes what we've been watching a little bit more special.
Wow, that's not much of a promising review, Dauntless. You think you'd be a bit more forgiving there, because I thought, you know, you liked the odd superhero film and TV show and stuff like that. So, just what happened?
Well, that's just it. You know, it wasn't bad, and it wasn't amazing, but it's worth a watch. But I think they just had to tie up the storyline with a hand. It leaves other questions, you know, if the Daredevil, spoiler alert again, sorry, if the Daredevil's still alive, then maybe Madame Gao and maybe one or two of the other members of the Hand are still alive. I can't remember the name of the other guy, the one that got stabbed. The Japanese guy, he always used to speak Japanese. But yeah, you know, it weren't too bad, but I was expecting a bit more, but I just feel it didn't deliver for me. Like I said, maybe it's the budget. The storyline was a little bit half and half. Maybe they should have just done 6 episodes. I don't know.
I sympathize with Brekuto. He had his head cut off. I know the feeling. The Japanese guy is Murakami. Think both of these are definitely dead. Along with Onda. So as Dauntless said, the Hand is done for.
Aha, P-head. You may have lost your body, but you are a head and you've still got your brain. And that's right. So you got Madame Gao, who's supposedly dead. You got Bakuto, who was decapitated. Murakami, who was stabbed and possibly dead underneath all the rubble. You also had... trying to think of the last guy's name now. Oh, man. He's another guy who got decapitated by a stick. It was Soande, that's the one. And I have a sneaky feeling, though, that we're going to see Madame Gao again. Like, she's got to probably mind a little bit of the substance. And I have another feeling she might even resurrect Alexandra, played by Sigourney Weaver. Just a sneaky little feeling I got there.
So you think Madame Gao is gonna bring back Alexandra? That's if Madame Gao's still alive? Be pretty interesting.
Like I said, it's just a thought. Could be wrong, could be right, could be half right. You know, it could just bring back Madame Gao, because at the end of the day, how did the Daredevil get out? So that means maybe Elektra saved him. But then again, Elektra managed to get out. So, you know, there's that hidden part there. But yeah, you know, Defenders, yeah, like I said, worth a watch, especially if you're into the superhero thing. You know, I do like, you know, I'm not bad in it. I did like it, but I just expected more. So, might as well move on.
Hello there, everyone. It's that time of the show. The news. Well, just general chit-chat. Or information, whether it's relevant though. Who knows? I already know. We all know. We don't care. And is this really relevant? But it could be news and such. So, let's talk about it. And hope nobody gets offended with what we say. And this very, very long introduction, but some titles are not very clear and sarcasm is easily lost on some people. But this is just general chit-chat and the likes with extra hot sauce.
With extra hot sauce.
There is currently a massive hurricane hitting hard the south of the American state of Texas and parts of Louisiana. They have had a year's worth of rain in just a couple of days. This has caused extreme flooding across the south of the state, and coastal buildings have also been damaged by wind. Other possibly weather-related news. In the south of England, on the East Sussex coast, there has been reports of a gas cloud that has affected up to 150 people. The cloud has caused irritation to the people with symptoms like breathing difficulties and burning eyes. Some suggest it's chlorine gas or ozone gas. The source is unknown with reports. It may have been from a dumped chemical in the sea or it originated from Europe. So, whether anyone noticed. But there has just been what's being touted as one of the most profitable boxing matches ever. A fight between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor just took place in Las Vegas, USA. Mayweather won the bout by stoppage in the 10th round. The ref stopped and the fight was a TKO. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Other than the usual chaos across the world.
Yeah, I share your sentiments there, Gloria. We must, let's hope everyone who's been affected by the hurricane, it looks really terrible. You know, they all get safe. And, you know, they're able to rebuild as soon as possible. But yeah, anyway, usual bombshell, leave her on a bit of a downer, but yeah, I believe that's us done for another episode, and hopefully you might have liked it. Maybe you might have subscribed. Maybe you watched. Maybe you didn't. But yeah, feel free to interact. And I'll catch you again on the Dauntless Show in the sometime near future. And hopefully this episode's been a little bit longer for yourself, because we haven't uploaded for a bit, but we're trying to do what we can. So, see you again. Hello there, one and all. I'm your ever-so-friendly host, Dauntless. And yeah, sometimes I'll do the Dauntless Show, sometimes I'll do some mobile shorts, sometimes I'll do some mobile games, and sometimes I'll just talk complete bollocks. But it takes a while to animate, make videos. But still, if you're watching this, you've stuck around. If you're not watching this, you've missed this, and it makes me sad. Very sad. Anyway, videos will come out when they're made or processed and all that jazz. And yeah, likes are appreciated. Subscribes, well, who cares about subscribes? Who cares? But anyway, always feel free to add your comments. And yes, take care. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be right back.